Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Just Georgie, a Beautiful Mess. And today I'm really excited to talk about my keto journey. I said in my earlier video that I wanted to talk about the ketogenic diet and how it's benefited me and how it's helped me. And my keto t-shirt here, my husband bought me. So I'm pretty excited about the whole process, and I wanted to share that journey with you because it's helped me so much. And you might have heard of the keto diet or the ketogenic diet, and I really encourage you to Google information. There's tons of information on YouTube, various websites that talk about the ketogenic diet and what it does. So basically, a ketogenic diet is forcing the body into a process called ketosis. And that is the process where the body actually burns fat for fuel instead of sugar, which a high carbohydrate diet does. You use sugar for fuel instead of fat. And a ketogenic diet is basically a diet that's high in healthy fats like butter, coconut oil, lard, ghee, adequate amounts of protein, and very low carbs. And our bodies are used to burning sugar for carbs. So when we enter into that ketosis state, our bodies, by limiting the carbohydrates that we take, our body switches into that fat burning mode. And actually our bodies are quite more efficient at burning fat for fuel than it is sugar. And we've all heard how harmful sugar can be for us in regards to diabetes, insulin resistance, stuff like that. And there are really so many different benefits to eating the ketogenic diet. And I hate to use the word diet because it makes it sound like it's this fad thing, and it isn't. It's just a way of eating. And that's really what the ketogenic diet is. But not only for weight loss, but it also can reverse the effects of type 2 diabetes. And that's proven. And everything that I'm about to say about ketogenic diet can be Googled. You can look it up. I've done the research. And actually, the ketogenic diet was created in the 1920s to treat children with epilepsy. And that's how it started. Many of the health benefits are weight loss, controls blood sugar, which reverses type 2 diabetes, mental focus, increased energy. Like I said, it treats epilepsy, controls cholesterol and blood pressure, and it's also used to treat cancer and other diseases such as ALS, MS, dementia, Alzheimer's. There's this huge connection to emotional brain disorders and the ketogenic lifestyle. And I follow a traditional ketogenic lifestyle where I consume no more than 20 carbs a day, and most of those carbs come from my vegetables, which are Brussels sprouts, broccoli, dark green vegetables, things like that. You don't eat pasta, you don't eat grains, you don't eat rice, bread, nothing like that. You don't eat. You have to watch some of your vegetables you can't eat, like no potatoes, no sweet potatoes. Anything that's grown in the ground has a high sugar content, and the goal is to keep your sugar low on the ketogenic diet. And no fruit. Even though it's natural sugar, it's still sugar. You can have berries in small quantities, but generally no fruit. I've learned a lot doing this ketogenic diet. I've lost 50 pounds to date. I started keto in March of 2017, and my story isn't probably much different than a lot of other people's stories. I've been struggling with my weight since I was in my early teens. Any diet that you can think of, I've tried. I've done Slim Fast, I've done Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, anything, any diet you pay for, I've probably tried it. And I would lose some weight. I've done Weight Watchers as well, a couple times. And I would lose the weight, but eventually I would gain it back. And I just decided that enough was enough. I'm 5'1", and when I started keto, I was 220 pounds. And that's a lot of weight to carry on a 5'1" frame. And my body was actually rebelling. I had a lot of issues. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, plantar fasciitis in both feet, which if anybody knows what that is, it's very, very, very painful. I have damaged cartilage in both knees that needed cortisone shots in both knees just because of the weight that I was carrying. I've been on medication, depression medication for almost 20 years, and just miserable, just generally just miserable. I was always in pain, always tired, always depressed, and something just had to give. I just felt I was too young to be experiencing all these things. So some friends of ours were doing keto, and I saw the success they were having, and I told my husband about it, and so we decided to do our own little research and find out what all this ketogenic talk was about, and we decided that we would start. So we started in March of 2017, like I said, and so fast forward to the end of December of 2017, I was 50 pounds lighter, like I said. I no longer have the issues that I just told you about. My energy is through the roof. I used to have to take like naps every day. I've also been able to get off of my depression medication that I've been taking for almost 20 years. And I am going to do a video on that journey as well. I'm not done with my journey yet. I'm not done losing weight. I'd like to lose maybe 25, 30 more pounds. People have asked me, like, you know, my success, like what contributes to the success of me being on keto and making it work, and, you know, different things like that. And there are 10 keys that I actually came up with. Number one, and they're not in any particular order right now, but number one is you have to know your why. You have to know why you're doing this. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to get off medication? Why do you want to manage your diabetes or whatever health issue you have? Why do you want to do that? And your why has to be first and foremost in whatever process that you discover. And macros are very important. You have to know your macros, your macronutrients in food. So basically you have to know how many grams of carbs you need a day, how much protein you need, and how much fat. Those are the three macronutrients that you have to know, especially when you're on keto. You got to know what your numbers are so you're in control of those numbers. And the thing with keto is to always remember that your carb is your limit, no more than that 20 grams. Fat is a lever. You eat as much fat as you need to stay full, to be full. And protein is a target. You don't necessarily have to meet that protein target every single day, but you want to get as close to it as possible. And I'm going to put some links down below to some keto calculators that I've used that will help you find your numbers. And exercise is very important. You've got to exercise. Exercise not only helps you lose weight, but it also helps you emotionally and mentally. And especially in my situation with trying to manage my depression, I find that exercise is something that I have to do. And it's good for your bones, and I'm not talking about hours and hours of cardio either. I'm talking about a good measure of cardio, but also weights. We women have to lift weights. Weights make for strong bones, and strong bones helps you not get osteoporosis and have weak bones as you get older, as you age. And lifting weights actually can change your body composition because muscle takes up less room than fat. So if you want that nice butt or nice arms, you got to lift weights. You can't do that on a cardio machine. And then also supplementation is very important. You've got to have your supplements. Currently I take fish oil, potassium, magnesium, vitamin D, and a couple others too. So you've got to make sure that you supplement. And number 5 is don't cheat. It's not worth it. The ketogenic diet is not the type of diet that you can cheat on. Your body is in a state of ketosis where it's burning that fat. But if you eat too many carbs, you throw your body out of ketosis. And I have not cheated since I've been on keto. I have not had a piece of bread. I haven't had a French fry. I haven't had rice. I haven't had anything since March of 2017. So, and I used to be a real big junk food eater. So it can be done. It can be done. Number 8 is change your mind. The ketogenic way of eating, the lifestyle, is a total shift in thinking. We have been so accustomed and we've been trained that carbs are good for you. You're supposed to eat bread. You're supposed, especially whole wheat, whole grain, oatmeal, that kind of stuff. We've been conditioned that that's okay. But medical science and medical research shows that carbs aren't good for us. Carbs cause inflammation. That's why you have gluten sensitivity and you have all of these insulin resistant related issues. So we don't live in a society that preaches that. People are like, you eat high fat, you eat butter, you eat ghee, what? Lard? What are you talking about? You're trying to kill yourself? It's a total shift in thinking, and it's something that you have to completely wrap yourself around and really relearn. You have to relearn what's healthy for you. And I think of keto as a way of healing. It's not just losing weight. In the beginning, yes, I got on it because I wanted to lose weight. I knew that the weight was affecting me physically, and I knew that I had to get rid of the weight in order to feel better, my knees, my back, stuff like that. But it also turned into a healing thing. To think that I could be off of depression medication after almost 20 years just by my diet, I never ever would have even thought that that would be remotely something that would be possible for me. And so, you know, you're healing your body. You have to, it takes time. Okay, and number 9 is trust the process. Follow the program. It works. Keto works. I just haven't been successful. My husband did keto with me. He lost 35 pounds. Our oldest son did it, and he almost lost 50. My mother-in-law has lost almost 70, I believe. Keto works. Keto, it's not just a diet fad. It's not something that comes and goes. And really trusting the process is and being honest with yourself. If you're not tracking, if you're not drinking your water, if you're not keeping your carbs where they're supposed to be, it's not going to work. So we have to be honest with ourselves and trust the process. And number 10 is set goals. I set goals every week. I try to make a fitness goal and a food goal every week on what I want to accomplish for that week. And then just kind of monitor myself during the week. And if I don't meet that particular goal, then I'll just carry that on to the next week until I'm successful with it. To me, keto is more than just weight loss. It's a healing process. And when you think of it in terms of that, for me personally, when I think of it in terms of I'm healing my body from the damage that I've done to it with incorrect eating, I'm more patient with myself. I'm more able to trust the process because I know if I do what I'm supposed to do, the results will happen. And I hope me sharing my experiences with you will motivate you and get you looking on the Google so that you can find out as much information about keto as possible and just to experience the wonderful things that keto can do for you. And I appreciate you sharing this with me and you letting me share this journey with you. And please like my channel, like this video, subscribe to my channel, give me some feedback, let me know what you want to talk about, what you want to hear about the keto diet. If there's anything in particular you want me to talk about in terms of keto, I'd be more than happy to do that. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And stay beautiful, messes. Bye.